welcome to the greatest podcast of all time, King of Anime Podcast, featuring new replacements. I fired EA and Satsuki, and you may be saying, well, they're there. Well, they're actually not. These are actually robots, and they all look like 2B. Hello, replacement bots.
Yo.
Oh,
that was a good impression. You've literally lost 2 gallons of semen to me, and you don't even know.
all right. Well,
You gotta fix that one. See,
I don't know what's happening. Listen.
yeah, you got the Make-A-Wish to be.
Oh God. You mean wait, Make-A-Wish 2B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wish it was 2B, but it's not.
Damn. Gotta go back to the dollar store and get another. Well, anyways, that out of the way. Welcome to KOA, everybody. The show where at the beginning of the season we lock in a bunch of shows and we kill our past things until nothing is left. And we all cry because we're bored. This season we're not bored as much, but other seasons typically are boring. Co-hosts, introduce yourselves.
It is me, everything animated. I'm still in jail. I've been plotting my escape like Andy Dufresne. I'm just kind of digging behind this poster here. The 2B poster, actually, which is kind of ironic. And I'm going to get free one of these days.
Damn.
As for me, I'm Sasuke the Savage. I've been working overtime to free EA. He, from my knowledge, is innocent. From all the sources I've got, the bitch had it coming. That's neither here nor there, but you know, we're working our best to make sure an innocent man is home with his family. So that's my priority.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
No problem.
well, damn. I think we have word that yes, we do. We have word that we are going to be taking viewer questions. That is right. So we're gonna take those now.
Okay.
I've had better transitions. All right. Let's change it to viewer question.
Oh God, I already seen one of them.
I've seen a few of them.
Oh, hey, Decrepit Storm is here. What's up, Decrepit Storm?
Yo,
Hey!
what's good?
The first question is, what are y'all thoughts on anime shows ending in cliffhangers, and what in your opinion is a good cliffhanger and a bad cliffhanger?
Huh. A bad cliffhanger is High School of the Dead and then just never coming back. Ever. That's a terrible cliffhanger.
Randy's
I don't know.
back.
Like a good cliffhanger would be, I always gotta harken back to it, Attack on Titan, like the first season. Even though it took like 4.5 years before the second season came, still, when I saw those Titans in the wall, I was like, what's gonna happen? So, yeah. Good.
This sounds kind of vague, but I feel like a good cliffhanger is satisfying to leave off on. It's just whether you're getting new questions or something, it's not it feels conclusive in some way. It doesn't have to wrap up everything in a story, but you would at least have to kind of like lead us on with some promise or something of the sort. It can't just be an abrupt stop, it feels, to the story. Because like what EA said, Attack on Titan felt like another like world being opened up in terms of the mystery behind what's going on with the Titan behind the wall. I think another good cliffhanger type of ending is Hunter x Hunter's ending. So, something like that. Bad cliffhangers are just it just ends. It has no warning. It feels like there's no ease into anything.
Randy says, EA, I'm back. Now what did a miss who got married? What did I miss who got married?
I have no idea what they're referring to. I've been in jail, so I don't know who got married.
Yeah, not character development the way you wanted it, Randy. He's in prison. Tuga says, why the stream title? Say that to Neverland, only 4. Well, the stream title is because I couldn't think of anything. Yeah. So, there you go. Let's see when I think of cliffhangers, I don't really think of anime. I usually think of like video games. So, obviously, you know, the 2s, right? Halo 2 and God of War 2. Great cliffhanger endings, in my opinion. Can't really think of anything else, like even in regards to anime, like cliffhangers that I like particularly really enjoy. They're really just honestly kind of annoying, I think, for me. But yeah. All right, next question. People hate Yamai, but who's going to tell the server that your order was wrong? Komi? I don't think so.
I think that's like a statement.
Yeah, because it's the whole I don't want to call it a trope, but like idea that you know, if you're in a relationship and you're at a restaurant or something, they get your order wrong, then your girlfriend is going to be the one to speak up more often than not. Which I'm not saying this was true for everybody, but I've seen it to be true more often than not. But no, you just mentioned Komi, but if you mention anybody else in the show, I'm pretty sure they'll speak up. And another thing too, I don't think that's any requirement in a relationship. So your mind's still bad. The cons way outweigh the pro. So
I think you should find someone who loves you for you.
Yeah, not a criminal.
Next question. How would you describe your financial stability, and do you find it a struggle to maintain your budget? My current financial stability is almost in the negative. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm broke.
I mean, I have a kid, and we are all going through inflation, gas prices, and everything else in between, and I have a steady job. It's like, and I still feel like I'm struggling to get by, but I think that's everybody, you know, so it just sucks right now.
Yeah. OnlyFans EA, that's your only shot.
I swear.
QRW6 says, what up, KOA? I've been watching this anime called I Quit Heroing, so I joined the Demon Army, and the hero's sad backstory was enjoyable to watch. Even it's something I watched many times. Never heard of it.
I heard of it.
But I as well quit heroing to join a certain army. Wouldn't say it was a demon army. It's the army of almost going into the negative.
I was about to say, what's your rank?
Almost negative.
Well, okay.
Kali Edits says, will you watch the Dragon Ball superhero movie?
I mean, I'm not gonna rush to go out to see it, but if I'm bored one day, I'll go. I'll check it out.
Eizouken be saying a lot of stuff about that movie that makes me go, that's a DVD purchase. This is because I'm just not going out to the theater to see it.
I've not watched anything Dragon Ball super related, so the movie's not gonna move me either.
I guess I'm sort of excited for it. I'm just, it's just something to watch. I usually like the Dragon Ball movies. Usually watch them all. The things I've been seeing about it seem really exciting. Seems like, it's going to be a lot of fan service. That being said, really wish they would stop bringing back classic characters. That'd be nice. Make something new.
I also think, just from what I believe the movie's kind of focused on Gohan. I would kind of be scared to watch it because I feel as if, because Dragon Ball Super, to me at least, is in like the pandering, like the whole show is to pander to the fan base and give you fan service and whatnot. That's why a lot of characters have like these power creep moments, like Krillin and all that. I honestly don't feel that they're going to do Gohan's character justice, because everybody would want Gohan to do something cool for him to fight, and I feel that everybody forgets that Gohan's not a fighter. Everybody kind of puts him in a box of how he was in the Team Gohan and in the Cell games, and they think he should be as strong as Goku, and they'll probably appeal to those people who want him to be that strong instead of being consistent with his character.
Bring back Launch.
She's dead.
Bring back Launch. Light Roller says, hello KOA, when are we getting World's End Harem Nakama Club? Next question.
Never.
Or QRW6 says, going to the supermarket with a budget never goes my way because I end up breaking it and never go there when hungry. Yeah, no, that's... If you're hungry, never... Just make sure you buy your food when you're not hungry. That's usually the best way to do it. Denotaz says, hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to ask if you saw the new trailer for Kakegurui spinoff, Kakegurui Twin. I saw you asked that on Twitter. Just haven't had the time to respond. Haven't seen the trailer, but I am excited for it because I read the first volume of the manga. I'm the biggest fan here of it. Kakegurui. No one else is, of course.
He's telling the truth.
Yep. Nobody here besides me makes videos on it.
Oh, Sachiko season coming soon. Down with Mary. Mikura season coming soon. Sakura season coming soon. It's going to be a fun time, and I have an idea where it's going to end. So we are due for some good moments.
There you go. Lots of fetish material for Satsuki to watch. Next question. Have y'all watched Everything Everywhere all at once? If yes, thoughts. If no, Alt 4 and go watch it right now. Cheers, Red Heart.
I've heard of it, and I heard it's a really good movie. I just haven't got around to watching it, and when I do, I will let everyone on the stream know.
All right, EA's got us covered.
Big titties or small titties?
Yeah, so that is the next question. Big titties or small titties?
I like all titties.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? I just like boobs, but like if like, if I had a preference, right? Like if no one's gonna judge me, if like, you could just pick, right? Big boobs, yes. Right? Right?
They both have their appeal.
Yeah, I agree. I can't choose.
I've never been to someone to I wouldn't say I don't have a preference. I guess I would prefer them bigger. It depends on how big we're talking. But
Right.
yeah, like I genuinely don't care about boob size.
Well,
Because it's all about the butts.
Hood Magic says
Yes.
no titties, ass all day.
Oh, yeah.
QRW6, yeah. I mean, I
Pretty
agree.
much.
I agree.
You don't sound as into it.
No, it's great, but like, you know, I'm about, you know, personality. See?
Yuck.
You like MILFs.
MILFs are great. Next question. What are y'all thoughts on Netflix jail, and do you think it takes the hype away from the show? Yes. Hate it.
Yeah, of course.
See what they're doing with JoJo?
Netflix show?
Anybody talking about JoJo? Probably not.
Oh, you mean like it's only showing on Netflix?
It's only showing on Netflix, and they like drop like a batch of like 12 episodes, like every 8 months or something.
Yeah. They did this with Carolyn Tuesday and Dororo. I had somebody was watching it, or I knew somebody who was watching it on just Netflix, and like they didn't have the second part of it up until weeks. So it's like it already had ended before they actually made sure everybody else could watch it.
Albert says Gams all the way. All right.
Okay.
Kali Edit says
You like
both.
games?
Hood Magic says anybody hype for Hell's Paradise anime?
Hell no.
I don't even know what that is.
I do not know either. I shall Google.
That's one of those shonen series.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's by map. I'll check it out.
Is he as strong or as wussy as Deku?
I have no clue.
Does it have
called
big or
Hell's
small
Paradise.
titties?
Small.
All right, next question. What is your opinion about anime characters with the one fang? I agree. Yes.
They need to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're usually annoying.
Yeah.
I just think we need more. We need more fangs.
They need braces.
Or like a mouthpiece.
Something like a guard. Invisalign.
I guess next question. A really important question. When are we getting the KOA panties dropping? I want to hear them. I want to wear them now. When we get female viewers? Male questioner.
I'll just say soon. ...
Soon trademarked. What's the answer, Satsuki, when we get them?
I don't know.
Is this Light Ruler
makes me nervous? Is this sexual harassment?
Is this Light Ruler who wants his KOA panties?
I don't know.
And why do they want to wear them now? Like in this moment?
Maybe because they don't have
That's
families of their
one,
own.
yeah. And press 2 for no for panties.
Do we have a single female viewer currently watching?
Isn't Decrepit Storm a female?
Decrepit Storm, are you a female? Can you confirm?
Okay. I thought we confirmed this already.
Can you give yourself a test? Real quick.
What?
Oh my god, Light Ruler says 1. Who's the 1?
All right.
We're waiting.
We'll be waiting a while, dude.
We're waiting. Random female to come by. All right. Next question while we wait. Have you watched or took a sneak peek at Summertime Render, and do you think this show is being underlooked due to Disney jail? Probably.
I do. I took a sneak peek at it. It's a lot more violent than I imagined it would be. Like, it looks like on the cover, it looks like just a regular, we're kids, we're having fun, and it's the summertime. And then somebody shoots someone in the head and blows their brains out.
Decrepit Storm said, EA, you were saying Scarlet was a female before, now you're saying me, and we don't even know that for sure.
I don't know shit.
I
forget characters all the time.
Listen, mythical female viewer, if you are out there, let yourself be heard.
Hear me, soldiers.
Also, big titties or little titties?
Yes, that too. Well, actually, it's confirmed on the KOA channel. 100% of our demographic are males.
Ooh. All right.
Well, the Scripper Storm lied to me.
Let's start this draft now.
Oh wow.
Speaking of which, can we get 100 subscribers for the channel, please?
Yeah, we're 2 away.
Yeah, we're 2 subs away. We're moving at the beginning of the summer season. We are moving the podcast over to its own channel. So you should go check it out. I'll get that link for you here in just a second. Maybe.
Never.
Oh, well, we got another question here. Well, Decrepit Storm says, but I wouldn't mind if there were KOA panties, to be honest. But what do you need them for?
I mean, there's a lot of different uses. There's different uses for panties. See, I mean, you can wear them. You can do what Rudy was doing with them.
I mean,
smell them. Wear them on your head.
I'm not judging you if you want to wear female underwear. I just want to know.
What
do you need them for? Like, what is the use case? Is it a rag?
You can wear them as an undergarment. You can wear it as a headband.
You can wear them on your head.
Or you could have it as like a relic, if that's your thing.
Oh my god. Hood Magic says, do y'all read chapters as they come out?
Depends.
Or binge read them?
Yeah, usually I read them as they come out. I like being a weekly reader. Or a monthly or bi-weekly, whatever.
Or yearly.
That's how I felt for... No. Hunter x Hunter is like... You just don't know. But that's how I felt with Black Lagoon. Like those chapters, you genuinely don't know when the chapter's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just binge. I don't really keep up with any new manga, but if I did, I probably would read it as they come out, because I did that with Attack on Titan, but that was over half a decade ago at this point, so you know how it be. Decrepit Storm says, EA, if you met somebody in prison who pretended to be me and lied to you, it's not my fault.
This was before prison, okay? I swear it was on that Pink Love podcast that you said you were a woman, but you know what? I don't even care anymore.
Oh god.
Decrepit Storm also says, I said I wouldn't mind if they existed. I don't say I would have any use for them myself. Right. Bud Magic says he subbed. Congratulations.
Yay.
One more.
We're gonna just because you did that, we're gonna fire EA right here, live on the podcast.
I thought it was already fired.
Yeah.
And Satsuki.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about a new show that we're we'll see if it makes it this week too. Shin, Ikki, Tousen, episode 1, The Return. This is a 3-episode miniseries, I assume.
Why didn't you watch this?
So, Kali Edits just said, "What anime do you regret watching?" This. So, okay, well, I don't entirely regret watching this, but
I do.
I will say it was a gigantic waste of time. But so the reason I locked this in is because I honestly just thought it would be funny, because I have the original series on DVD, but I didn't buy it. It was something that I found like when we were moving out of like a decade ago. It's something I found like my brother just left behind. So I remember way back in the day, this is like 2015, 2014, not knowing what it was, but, you know, just getting back into anime. I popped, you know, one of those DVDs of Ikki Tousen into my Xbox or whatever it was. And I was very surprised because it's whatever you saw in this episode of Shin Ikki Tousen, that's what the original series was like, but in early 2000s animation style. This is the funniest and weirdest shit I've ever seen, and at the same time, it is somewhat entertaining when it's like in a weird way. Like, I can't describe it. Like QRW6 says, I watched all the Ikki Tousen franchise back in the day, and know this is trash. Knew it would be an immediate drop. So yeah, I think that's why it's entertaining. It's got a little bit of that X-Arm appeal, where it's bad. Basically, it's like a martial arts anime where they're like in a high school, and they're all fighting each other and killing each other, like brutally murdering each other at times. And there's a bunch of girls of various ages who get their like clothes ripped up, and there's just boobs flying everywhere, boobs and butts. There's panty shots every second. There's girls peeing themselves, because that's something we need. But it's a lot of action. It's really edgy. It's like really dramatic and takes itself way too seriously, which I think is actually pretty. That's not a bad part, in my opinion. But everything else, this is really bad. This is really bad. Really, 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 really bad. Oh my god, Light Roller. Light Roller says, girls peeing themselves. Now you got my attention. So, EA Satsuki, what are your immediate thoughts of Shin Ikki Tousen?
I want to give a shout out to EA because he watched all 3 episodes.
I thought we were supposed to watch all 3.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was initially going to do that too, but before we started the podcast, C asked how many episodes do we want to watch. EA had already seen 3 of the episodes, so it was like that's what we were going to do, talk about the 3 episodes. I had already watched 1 episode, and I flat out refused to watch another one. I wasn't going to watch it. I wasn't going to watch another episode. I had to watch this show in 1.5 speed just to get through it. Because after the first 3 minutes of the girl just peeing herself and like other random stuff happening that I didn't understand, I had to speed through it. I don't know what the fuck I watched.
I like how the chat has lit up with people who've actually seen this.
Why have y'all seen this?
This is amazing.
Why are y'all watching this?
Ryu Seishun Reacts says, people still watch Ikki Tousen. God, I hated that series. Light Ruler. He's a degenerate. Hood Magic says, y'all better than me. Unless it's up my alley, I won't give it a chance. Ryu Seishun says one word. Degeneracy.
Yeah.
Which Hood Magic says, well, now that you describe the degeneracy, I might check it out now.
Yes. Well, I guess you had to watch the other series to get what's going on, but I guess that's the problem, just being thrust into this, because I genuinely didn't know what the fuck was going on. There was like magic earrings, fucking feudal Japan lords taking over high school girls, clothing being ripped off so that only like
half boob showing.
Yeah, it's like literally just like the arm sleeve is just there, but everything else is blown apart,
hanging out.
Yeah, then eye patch lollies who keep repeating the last word they said.
Yeah.
Kill you with my fist, you dirty slut.
There's at one point, I guess it's like some feudal lord took over like the main girl of this series, and he says to himself while taking over, these breasts are pathetic.
Yeah, what was he talking about, her, or was he talking about someone he was fighting?
I don't know. I
guess he expected to, I don't know, his vessel to be more busty, I guess. So I get he's definitely on team big titties.
So the first shot of this episode, this entire series, was an upskirt, and it was like, it was the most. It made me laugh. I laughed out loud when I saw it because it was so just like the camera was just in there.
It is just. This is like the worst type of fan service. Like, I mean, I guess you can also just, I guess, look at it a different way and say they're kind of like shameless, but it's just, man, they have no respect for these characters whatsoever. They're just they're fat material. That's what they are.
Yeah, no, they absolutely are. I just can't get over the girl peeing herself. I just can't get over that. That was like the first minute.
Yeah, it was literally like 3 minutes into it.
She's like, I'm here at the new school where everybody's laying in front of me in a pool of blood. I have my watermelon and I have my bananas. And this guy like walks up to her, like, I guess knocks her over and makes her pee herself?
Yeah.
Well, there was no point to it.
Pretty much what you would do on the first day of school.
Oh man. This is bad.
See? I'm going to ask you again, why did you have us watch this?
It's because I watched the first couple episodes of the original. And I just wanted to see how it was. That was it. There's nothing else to lock in this season.
I have no idea what even happened in this show. I watched all 3 episodes, and who you think's the main character all of a sudden takes a back seat in the last 2 episodes, and then a girl falls asleep, and then they go to this island, and then for some reason the world's coming to an end. That's how it fucking ends. I'm not even lying.
I like the scene of the main character girl who was supposed to protect the sword. Like, she doesn't give it up to Two-Sword, white hair girl, and then somebody's like, I guess like one of the people that was supposed to protect her is like, you know, as expected of our leader, and then like 5 minutes later she just gives up the fucking sword. And that's never addressed. She just gave up because they were like, yes, I respect you so much, and then she just like, yeah, I give up.
The funny thing, Sasuke, that main character girl, she's not even the main character the next 2 episodes. Apparently she has a half-sister that tries to save her.
Yeah, so that girl is the original main character of the series.
She looks like a main character. When I look at her, I was like, this girl, and her, The second episode, she goes swimming and breaches out of the fucking pond like a fish, naked. That was when I said I am done with this show. I mean, not to say I wasn't done before, but when they were like, "Oh, you should take a bath or whatever," she's like, "Good idea." She goes in there in sparkly slow motion. Whee! She jumps out of the fucking pond and splashes back in naked.
Why did close-eyed girl just?
Why did she not open her eyes? That's what I wanted to know.
Why did she just stand there and take the? Why did she just take that attack? Was she trying to be cool or something? Because she didn't.
No, she couldn't see it was coming.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, she saw everything else fine. But she just sat there and took the attack. I was like, is it one of those things to where if you like, okay, this has always been like funny logic to me. There will be characters who have a certain power, like let's say immortality or something like that. And because they have that power, for some reason, they like to show it off and not just simply dodge attacks. Like they'll want to just like show you, yeah, I'm immortal. No, but I understand you're immortal, but why are you using up your power like that? And it's like she's like, yeah, I'm badass, and it just takes the fucking blade to the face, and then that's what immobilizes her in other fights. Like, why did you do that?
Ryu Seshun and QRW6 says the MC is dumb Goku, sorry to say. And then Ryu Seshun says even Goku was smarter than those fools. Okay, so one of the girls, she got like all of her clothes ripped off and she pretended to be dead. And so they take her, and then randomly, like the other girl gets attacked, and then she's like, I was playing dead, fools. And then she goes to jump out the window of like, we have to escape. And then as that's happening, the lolly throws a sword at her, impales her, and kills her.
Yeah, so what was the point of her?
Right, the double speaking lolly. I'm gonna stab you in the face.
This show is it is all over the place.
I mean, the fake main character said it best. She said, I'm weak, wussy, indecisive, and dumb. And nobody objected. They're like, yep. No, you're not. No, they were like, yeah. Next scene.
So Hood Magic says, lost me at the lolly. Yeah, so there's also a part where the bottom half of her clothing gets blown up. No one is spared from fan service. No one.
Yeah, the show's not good. Yeah, she had the Yotsuba ribbon too. I guess that was a good part.
Yeah, I guess.
Who's the girl from Komi-san that's also blind? Yutori?
Otori Kaede.
Yeah, that's Otori's sister. If she was fighting.
Hi, Otori-san.
I'm going to slice you up.
Every few minutes there's an ass shot, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know what else there really is to say about this show. I mean, okay, so this show's awful, but what do you think is like a legitimately, if you can say something is good about this, what is the one good thing that you would say is good?
The animation's not too bad, actually.
Oh wow.
That'd be it.
It's only 3 episodes.
Oh god.
that's the only thing I can think of.
I think the
torture doesn't last too long.
I thought the music was really good. That's what I thought.
I couldn't tell. I was watching it at 1.5, so.
Yeah, even QRW6 says the music is not bad. No, the music, legit pretty good. I liked it. Didn't like the anime though. Shiryu Seishun says I can't think of anything positive, but that's just me. Are we killing or passing this?
I'm smashing it with a hammer. I'm killing it.
Slicing it, samurai style. Blade is in a sheath. Oh. Kill it.
Yeah, killing it. It's not very good, is it?
What happened to that big guy?
I don't know.
Like, they never showed his death. They showed, like, him about to fight two swords, white hair girl. And then he's just not seen again. I'm assuming he died, but yeah.
So is this...
No, he can't. He lived. He's in episode 2.
Okay.
So what the hell?
Yep. So if you're a masochist, wouldn't you want, or like a sadist or whatever, wouldn't you want to be in this school? Because there's like naked people, murder, gang fights, feudal lords, swords.
Do they even learn in the school?
If they do, I don't know what they learn. Something about watermelons and peeing yourself.
What's the purpose of the school? Is it just like a battle arena?
I like how
the stage.
They kept like the ancient sword chained up inside a closet.
Yeah, and it was like rumbling. Let me out.
That was... Let's move on to the next show. An actual good show. Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, episode 8. What'd you guys think?
We gotta do the intro.
Easy breezy, easy breezy, easy breezy, easy breezy. Good show. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. This was the Tsubame episode, focusing on her family life and whatnot. I'll ask this question to you guys. Tsubame's parents, good parents or not?
She seems very distant with her parents. I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad or not, but I mean, it seems like they tried to make her be something that she doesn't want to be, and then when they found out that she was good at doing that said something, anime and whatnot, they weren't like mad about it. They were like, "Well, you did a really good job." And the only thing they could really comment on it was like the voice acting, because they themselves are actors.
Yeah, they seemed at first like it's strange, because at first it seemed like they were very strict with her and didn't let her kind of like take her own journey and path. But by the end of the episode, once they saw what she was doing and how talented she was doing it, they sort of eased up on that. And I don't know. I feel like there wasn't enough time for me to get more of a hold on her parents than just that. Because throughout most of the series, her parents have, in my opinion, been talked about in these like hushed tones, like they're the bad guys or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. They're a little bit more complicated than that. So it was interesting.
Well, maybe that's, I don't know, maybe the perspective of Tsubame as well, because how teenagers can be sometimes. They overreact over the littlest things. My parents will let me do anything. And then when you see the parents actually being them, it's like, oh well, they're not that bad. She's just overreacting. So it could be one of those things as well.
Yeah, very well could be. I mean, as we all know, teenagers scared the living shit out of me.
So darken your clothes and strike a violent pose.
I think you could definitely look at them as bad parents, but I mean, they have they're not too strict. That's the whole thing. From what we saw or heard from Tsubame, even prior to this episode, she basically told the club that she's allowed to basically do whatever she wants. It was only like the bodyguards only tried to stop her from trying to do anime, and we saw why, because her dad wanted her to be an actor, because her mom actually wanted her to be an actress. I mean, but yeah, they had this very hands-off approach with her, and through us knowing that Tsubame considers herself like a grandma's girl rather than, you know, mama's girl or daddy's girl, yeah, she probably doesn't have that great of a relationship with her parents. They even said themselves they're not really involved in her life like that. So very distant, very a laissez-faire approach to parenting. I guess like some people would like that and some people wouldn't. So I guess it really depends on your perspective. But
This is my favorite episode of Eizouken so far. I just love the overall, I don't know, just everything about it. The promotion of the anime, to actually showing of the anime, to seeing the fruits of their labor, you know, put to the screen, and how everyone was cheering. And of course the the big brain of God, I'm bad with names, I'm sorry. Eddie. Thank you. And how she just was like, act now, you get a bonus. Get, you know, pay a little extra, buddy, but get an autograph and a picture.
Oh man, Sayaka was Sayaka was on point the whole episode, and it's kind of crazy too, because she wasn't really like a focus in the episode other than like one moment. Yeah, and this was really focused on Tsubame. But yeah, like the whole plan. First of all, this school is just super wacky. Because every club is vying for attention. Like there's this big line, and everybody has to basically fight to get people into whatever they're doing. And Sayaka, in conjunction with the robot club, they have it to where they shoot this missile to have this message appear in front of everybody, like this grand show, which gets everybody attention. Then they do something. They have like one of the guys have like a megaphone, and he's talking, spreading the word everywhere. Then Tsubame is, you know, front and center, and everybody's like, oh, Tsubame. So like the whole plan to get everybody to watch their anime, good plan, very good plan. Oh, and who could forget the plan of getting AC, good AC.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
It's an ecological crime.
I mean, come on, AC is a must.
I just like how there's an air conditioning club. And
wait, that's
they had
a club?
Yeah, it was a club.
Oh my God.
Their motto is fight for every degree. So I guess they control the temperature for every building. So like that's why Saiko had to negotiate with them. She was like 20, and then he's like 21, and then she haggles him down all the way to 16 degrees, and yeah, that's a no, I guess. And she had blackmail material, so that helped.
Yeah, she's a very good sleuth. She just knows how to blackmail people with pictures. I don't know if she takes them herself or gets someone to do it, but it's just like, yeah, she gets the dirt.
Yeah, she got him. She done got him.
Got him.
Let's see.
That's a throwback.
Guys, I've literally talked about all the things I wanted to talk about with this episode.
Oh, we ruined your thunder. I'm sorry, Steve.
I do. Bring it in. I will say though, one point that I sort of have here is with the animation. The animation they had for their anime they made was really good. I particularly liked the part where the mech suplexes a crab.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that says it itself. That writes itself. It's awesome.
It reminded me of Big O for some reason.
Oh, I remember Big O. Big O, showtime.
It reminded me of Nichijou. The scene of the principal.
Oh, the deer.
Slamming a deer.
Yeah.
Or a deer.
Oh yeah. Mio like fucking wrestled a goat. Funny series.
Happens to the best of us.
We've all been suplexed once in our life.
That might be true. I'm not. Yeah, probably.
In the pool, whenever you go in the pool and you do wrestling moves. Oh yeah, I've been suplexed.
I love how this show like shows all the technical stuff with what goes into making the anime, because it's like little details of them of when Midori's like directing it and she's saying like, okay, I want this music on this scene, I want this music on this scene. Matter of fact, no music on this scene so I can emphasize the animation and just put the natural sounds on there. It's just I say this every time, but it just makes you appreciate anime a lot more.
Yeah,
because it shows everything that goes into it and the why. Like it's not just them slapping together something. Everything has some type of purpose.
I agree.
Yeah.
Except for Ikki Tousen.
Oh yeah, nah. Yep, you're on that one. At least there's no high school girls peeing themselves in the series.
Not yet.
Uh-oh.
Wait till you see that club.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, there's a club dedicated to that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not in the school.
I guess Light Roller would be in that club.
Probably. I also like when they finished it, Midori kind of beats herself up by saying she only liked 20% of what they did. It's just the whole pride of being a creator. Happens a lot. You get finished with something and then you see all the flaws and you're like, I should have did this and this and that. Yeah, happens a lot.
Yep. That in itself drives passion and creativity.
Absolutely. What?
All right.
What? Okay. All right.
What did you think about the scene of Midori saying, "We're not friends, we're comrades"? What do you think that meant?
Oh, they're communists.
Hello, comrades.
We are not friends. Right. We are comrades. I'll give my life for these girls. I don't know. I took it as like they're more than just friends. They're willing to do anything for them. They look at them as more than just friends.
Yeah, the comrades implies something that's more of like, sort of like, almost a brotherhood. It's like a couple notches below that. So, I think that's kind of like they're all in it together, sort of thing.
Yeah, especially considering that Midori is wearing like all this camo gear. I felt it. I thought of it as a way of like they're all like in the same battle of making anime and whatnot. So it's like they're more than just friends. They're like they're in cahoots in this theoretical war, you know, for Eizouken. So,
which you should keep your hands off of, by the way.
I mean, yeah, they're going to learn. Do you think they're going to get any punishment for what they did this episode?
Yeah.
Because the student council was basically on their ass the entire episode, but it never got to them.
Yeah, they'll reap what they sow. Something's gonna happen to them, and then they really won't keep their hands off of Eizouken. They'll be putting on those hands.
They'll be taking off the gloves to specifically put their hands on Eizouken, whoever that may be.
Yeah, in all areas.
Every single one of them. The big titty and small titty areas.
Saika episode coming soon, because we have an episode focused on Midori. We have one focused on Tsubame. In fact, like 2. Saika episode coming soon.
Yeah, probably.
They have to. That would be very interesting to see.
All right. That's about everything I have to say.
Yeah, that's about. This episode was really quickly paced. Like usually they're. Yeah. I feel like with Eizouken, typically there's a lot of build up, and there's a lot of. I guess like. There's just a lot of that goes into an episode of Eizouken, where you don't really get like episodes where there's like a lot of action like this one, or just a lot of there was a lot of payoff. I felt like in this episode, a lot of the earlier things they set up. So it was quick, and it was really quick. Felt like 10 minutes. It was a breeze. It was an easy breeze.
Easy breeze. Shout out to them for the live dubbing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do that in like anime screenings, like in Japan. They'll do that live stuff just like that as the videos playing behind. I think that's cool.
I bet that's really tough, really nerve-wracking.
I bet.
Lots of rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if they're going to keep the money for the DVDs they sell.
I would think that they would.
Like buy a bunch of drugs with it.
Yeah, Eizouken drugs.
Yeah, which you should keep your hands off of, by the way.
Eizouken be token.
Hey man, what's going on, guys? Who are you? Eizouken, man.
I mean, Dory definitely doesn't need any Eizouken drugs.
No, that's funny.
She'd do the bad, dude. She'd be like, I mean, she's already got a creative bad, but she'd be like, what if there was like a worm that just like exploded out of the head of a mollusk, man? That would just be
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
Hideaki Anno created Neon Genesis Evangelion by going through several mental breakdowns. Midori did it by smoking weed.
Eizouken drugs.
Yeah, which you should keep your hands off of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No one said any other body part though.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Big titty, small titty.
Oh god. Let's go to the next show. I'm scared.
Oh lord. Anything else about this episode you guys want to talk about?
I liked it.
Yeah, my favorite one so far.
I really
agree.
like Tsubame.
I really like you, Satsuki.
Oh.
You know, it is Pride Month.
Prove it. Take action. Words are cheap. But you know what's not cheap? Love hotels.
Actually, if you go to Japan, they kind of are.
I mean, my budget is like $3.
Mine's whatever I can scrounge up in the couch.
Oh, the occasional quarter and lint. I feel it.
I think I got a penny in the floor over here. I think that's literally how much I'm worth.
Penny for your thought. Literally.
I have like 1/6 of this Fireball whiskey.
I got a lighter over here, and the wick for the candle is gone. So,
I mean, if you go to Hardcore Pawn, you can get like $50 for that. It's gonna be like some antique shit.
I love Hardcore Pawn.
I loved that show. Somebody will bring in something they think is super valuable, and they're just like, "No, this is a piece of shit."
Was that the one in Detroit, Hardcore Pawn?
Yeah,
that's because the other one was Pawn Stars in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the one. But yeah, that one was pretty good. They'd have to throw a couple of people out. You won't buy it for how much? Get this guy out of here.
The people would come in with the sob story too to get their the appraisal up.
My grandmother died. She gave this to me, and he looked at it. You know this is a piece of shit, right?
He just made me watch Shin, Ikki, Tousen. Please. My mental health is at an all-time low.
Just don't pee on yourself.
No,
unless
you got to.
Unless you're trying to attract Light Ruler.
Ew.
All right. Move on to the next show. Komi Can't Communicate, episode 9. What you guys think?
Speaking of peeing.
Say the line, EA. You have to say the line.
Oh shit! Right. Just because people don't want to communicate doesn't mean people can't do it when they want to try to do it because they can't do it.
That was definitely not right. But I appreciate it.
Gave it your all, and you're all.
I'll try again next week. Don't worry. I'll be better next week. But this episode was nothing but Komi and her 2 new friends.
Yeah.
They went to Universal Studios Japan.
Hell yeah.
Lucky bastards.
I think that's where Satsuki works.
Me?
Is that where you work?
No, that's not true. Where did you get that information from?
I saw you there.
Yeah, okay. Was I wearing a work uniform?
You were wearing a KOA shirt. I said, "Hey, Satsuki, what's up?" You said, "Yo."
Yeah, I was on there on a business trip.
And you were like,
Yeah.
"This is weird." You were like looking for pocket lint and spare coins on the ground.
Spent all that money to go in just to get pocket lint.
Who said I spent money?
Oh, okay. You just went in through the back door. Hey ho!
You check the west side. There's like a opening in the gate. Everybody knows about it.
Oh shit. Well, I'm a sucker then. I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Yeah.
I just want to know how you got there. Did you travel by tube or something?
Put it. The old feet.
You went the old Jesus tactic. Walked across water.
You could say it was a sea tactic.
You could. You definitely could. Say Belina merch.
Oh god.
What a transition. Say Belina merch.
You guys in the chat, you know what I'm talking about, right? Say Belina merch.
And don't forget about Frederica.
So, guys, how are we feeling about Miss Sasaki and Miss Kato? How are we feeling about these 2 characters?
Okay, so I'm bad with names. I know one is a Demon Yo-Yo person, and the other one is very much to a T, like follows the schedule and stuff. That's kind of like her thing.
Yo-Yo and Shogi. There you go.
Okay, Shogi. That's right. That's the other one. I think they're pretty good. I mean, I think when it comes to these characters kind of were very hidden at the beginning, and they were very much hiding the fact that they had these extra hobbies and had these other things that they were into. But then towards the end, we saw that they kind of opened up about that stuff, and the one girl, especially with the yo-yo, who was that boy that said who does yo-yos? People do yo-yos still to this day. I want to elbow him in the throat.
God, yeah, you're already in jail for something similar.
No, hold on, I got it. I was kidding. It wasn't anything like that. No. Here's some money. Leave me alone. Okay, I think he bought it. All right. But as I was saying, to not hurt the boy, yeah, people still do yo-yoing. It's not like, it's definitely, it was kind of like a retro thing. And hell, I remember like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, even now, people still do it. It's not nearly as popular as it was, but yo-yoing is cool. Anyone that can yo-yo is all right by me.
I got some yo-yos in my closet.
Can you walk the dog?
I can walk the dog.
Oh God!
I can't do anything.
Light Roller says
I can do cradle. I could walk the dog. I could even do around the world. That's what I could do.
Talented fingers. Someone out there is going to appreciate those fingers. Probably Satsuki. Light Roller says Komi is so wholesome like me. Smiley face.
Yeah, I would never compare Komi to you.
Light Ruler also says, yo-yo battle, who you got, Killua or this girl? Who's this girl?
Oh, he's talking about Sasaki. I don't know, Sasaki. I don't know, Killua was talented too, but Sasaki had a lot of tricks. She did the Eiffel Tower. You never seen that.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And it looked like she was ready to fight those guys, so
Oh, I misheard that. I thought you said something else.
I'm confused. All right.
I thought you said that she was ready to fuck those guys. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh my God!
When did that
happen? Those guys. No, she was about to beat up some ninjas.
Yeah,
all in the day's work.
Mm-hmm.
Better than Naruto.
At least better than Sakura.
Not that hard.
Sakura can't even make a yo-yo sleep. The second he does it, it just does that whole thing, and then it just stays on the ground. He's like, I broke it. It's like, how do you break that? That's the easiest trick you can do with the yo-yo.
Some guy, in the crowd, was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah. And then I don't know. I feel like they said it was like an interactive thing. I was about to say I feel like those type of performances you had to give them a wink and a nudge to let them know what's going on, because I would be kind of freaked out too if random ninjas surrounded me and started I don't know, doing this whole stage play thing. I'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Sasuke, give me your wallet. Huh?
What? I just got here. What are we doing?
Well, at least these girls are amazing wing women.
Well, Sasaki is at least.
It's been maybe to a very worrying degree somehow.
Yeah, Sasaki set up Komi. Well, Sasaki, I guess, and Kato set up Komi and Tadano. And even before that, we basically got confirmation that Komi likes Tadano. If you don't know, now you know. Well,
But yeah, that's pretty much been a given, I think. And yeah, definitely she wants to lay up against his shoulder.
Unless there's somebody else with whose name start with a H that I'm not remembering. All I know is Shabazz name has to start with a H. So, good job, Komi. Excellent. Yeah, actually, I don't know whose names start with the H in the show, other than Tadano.
Light Ruler says, I'm glad Komi made friends all by herself.
Yes, she did.
I do have a criticism with Komi that's going to probably sound unfair. And this speaks more towards like modern Komi-san rather than what just happened this episode. I kind of don't like that people just gravitate towards her rather than her having to like work for something, because I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of her getting over her communication disorder. Because pretty much what she did in this episode was just, when the girls were fighting, she just went along with everything, kind of just nodded and agreed. And when the girls were fighting, just showed them pictures. And I guess like that's a step, but I wish there was more of a slow progression to show that she's trying to communicate with people better. But it always seems like people had to carry her to get to a point.
Hard carry Komi.
Sasuke, just because someone doesn't know how to communicate doesn't mean they don't want to do it, so they do it.
This is true.
Well, as we all know as well, EA, it was a miracle.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
It was a fucking miracle. It was known as the day of the golden shower and fucking and all that shit. And this is their story.
Lots of urine today on KOA. Speaking of urine, Light Roller says Yamai, the H is silent.
No.
No.
Listen, no.
Yamai can go to H.
Woo. It's true. Oh, and another thing, this is another criticism. The infatuation with Komi is very inconsistent. You would think if Komi's by herself, nobody's sitting next to her in that time frame, somebody's going to try to pick up that seat or something. Like they pick and choose whenever people want to mob Komi. It's weird. One second they're super infatuated with her, everybody loves Komi, everybody wants to talk to her, and then another second it's like everybody's just doing their own thing and Komi's not even a thought.
They want to make sure that the people that are infatuated are of age.
Well,
I don't know.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, they don't have adults going, "Hey, Komi-san, let me holler at you."
Hey, holler at your girl, Komi-san.
I just mean it with the classmates, because we'll see episodes where they'll literally like try. I mean, we saw the episode where they literally tried to kill a man for getting close to her, and then they'll just be, Tadano talks to her, and then they lay off. It's weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
Speaking of strange, when Komi falls asleep on Tadano's shoulder, and she wakes up and she's all like ruffled and stuff, it's actually Tadano who's freaking out, and he's holding his book upside down. But they're both so nervous, they don't see it.
Yeah. I too feel Tadano's plight. I guess like she woke up and he just very nervously, tried to act like he was doing something.
Satsuki, the lady killer here.
What?
Feel his plight? Girls falling asleep on your shoulder?
I feel the plight of being super nervous. What are we talking about?
I see how it is. Super nervous because you got all those ladies hanging around you.
Listen, I'm a wholesome boy. I keep one at a time. That's what I do.
Would you two start vibrating like Komi-san?
I wouldn't go that far. That's and actually something happened in this episode to where like she was scared, and they thought Sasaki and Kato thought that she was not scared, like she was fearless. I was like, wait, do you guys not see her shaking, petrified, eyes wide as hell?
Yep.
No mouth.
That's how you know Komi-san. No, anytime she's got no mouth and big eyes, that's when you know she's about to cry.
Or she'd turn into an animal. Either one.
Komi-san, Digivolve too. Komi-man.
Light Roller says, well, first, Hood Magic says, haven't seen the show, but I pass the manga every day at Barnes & Noble. Do you guys recommend he picks it up?
Yeah, don't even pay for it.
Oh, God.
We do not condone the actions or
Oh, that's right, I don't condone either. I'm kidding.
EA's trying to get a new roommate.
Yeah, you know, I guess if you want to keep me company, do a little bit of 5-figure discount. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god. Light Roller says, will Katai leave Todno for Shoji Girl?
I mean, that is a viable question because they set up a little crush thing going between those two, and it seems like Katai has a crush on Todno, so I don't know.
Love triangle.
These people just like regular ass dudes. Who knows?
Yeah.
Funny, you're actually nice to people. The ladies flock to you.
But Katai's not really. I mean, we know he's not a bad guy, but he comes off to everybody else as like, I don't know, like a big delinquent.
Yeah, that's true. It's because he doesn't know how to speak to someone. Yeah. He's just like, fuck you want. I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, also at the beginning of the episode, Komi has an interaction with a deer. Does not end in a suplex.
Damn.
What did she do to the deer?
What did she do? I cannot remember.
I'm trying to remember. Did she like? No, she tried. I know. No, she tried to take a picture of it, right? And then it was all blurry or something. I
honestly cannot remember. I watched the episode today. What the fuck? This is Light Roller's fault.
Now you're fired.
What? You can't fire me.
Just did.
I'm your boss.
I mean, we all got fired.
Peace.
Isn't this a show where we can kill and pass things?
Oh, I cry.
So 79 friends left to go for Komi.
I can't believe she's still aiming for 100.
Oh my god, Ellie's here. He says, weebs. Also, you were all right about Yuri being a weird siscon. You're getting old, Ben.
We might as well. Yeah, I want to talk about Yuri.
Me too.
Well, killing or passing this episode of Komi-san?
Pass.
Asu!
I pass as well. It was a very good episode. I enjoyed it. Next up, Spy Family, episode 9. Incest is not good, guys.
I called it.
This is why I don't like Yuri.
Yeah, I don't like him either, and I did like how he got smacked twice, though, by his sister.
He probably liked it. Low-key liked it.
Just, this needs to stop being a trope in anime and manga. It's just, you can do the whole overprotective sibling without adding in the romantic element to it, or like, you know, the big one-sided crush, because that's what it doesn't come off as some innocent type of thing to where Yuri just wants to protect his sister. It seems like no, he wants to be in a relationship with his sister, based on how he's talking about her and how you see his locker where it's all pictures of Yuri. Or I mean, Yor. Very, very creepy guy.
When I grow up, I want to marry you, sister.
Which I gave him leeway on that just because he's a kid at that time, but still very weird.
You grow up at some point. It's like you gotta stop loving your sister in that way.
Yeah.
Right. Ryu Seishun says he's a character meant to be ridiculed. Yeah, I get that. That's like cool.
Still gross.
But yeah, it's like it's weird. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just weird.
I just feel that whole romantic element doesn't add anything to his character. It just makes it more weird.
It makes him annoying.
Weird. Yeah. Like I said, you could have just did the overprotective thing, and Yuri more or not is the same character, or like the purpose of his character is still the same. Because what makes him what his purpose in a show is to be like this, like fear factor for Twilight. It's like, okay, I'm married to Yor, I've pretty much locked this in. Now I have to deal with her brother, who he deduced that he's secret police. So because he's so overprotective of his sister and clings to her, it makes his mission, it makes him have to be a lot more careful with what he's doing. So like, yeah, if that's his purpose, he doesn't need to be in love with his sister.
I don't know. Don't want to belabor the point too much. At the end of the day, it is just a portion of his character. I think the rest of his character is it's going to be really interesting though, because like you say, Satsi, like he's going to have to either his family or his job. That really seems his dilemma at this point, going forward, where at some point there's gonna be a time where he's gonna have to pick one of the two. And honestly, I could foresee a future where maybe the secret police kind of warp it a little bit, where they're like, yeah, work with us to save your sister, when in reality maybe it's a situation where he's being manipulated and he's actually hurting his sister in some way. I could see that going down. That would be interesting. But yeah, somebody says in the chat here, who was it? Danotas Media says Yuri's head was spewing blood from his head like a garden sprinkler after Yor slapped him. That is true.
Yeah, and then he was just like walking it off like it was nothing, just like, you'll never bury my sister. You should probably fix the giant hole in your head. I'm sorry, I can't think. I'm losing brains to blood. And then he died. The end.
He died.
Yes. Good ending.
QRW6 says, I called it. I knew this kiss was not happening anytime soon.
Yeah. It almost did, though. Freaking Yor downed a freaking bottle of wine like it was nothing. And then she got right on top of Lloyd, and I was like, oh damn. But I was like, this is anime, Zach. Come on. It's not going to happen. So, sure. And what confused me was that she was going to slap him. But instead she slapped her brother twice.
I feel like it's one of those weird moments when you're playing an FPS, and like you're setting up your aim right with the sniper, and somebody comes by and jerks your controller.
Yeah.
Like think if Twilight was just a normal person, that could have damn near killed him.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, he would have had holes in his head.
Yeah. Ellie says, Your handles wine worse than Ben. I handle my wine. No, he's right. Never mind.
Why did it affect her so fast?
It did.
Alcohol doesn't work that way.
Well, it did me one time.
Did you see how fast she drank that thing? And it was a whole bottle.
It still takes. I won't say it takes a while, but it at least takes like 5 minutes.
Well, maybe she didn't eat anything that day.
That is a factor.
It was like she drunk it instant blushed face.
Yeah, that's true. She just like, come here, baby, and then she like does the thing with her hair, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be clipped. All the fanboys are like, you're.
Also, alcohol does not make you act out of character. This is a misconception. If anything, it kind of
lowers your inhibitions.
You already are. Yeah. Things that you thought of that you wanted to do, you are now doing because you are drunk. You're not going to become a different person. It's not like split personality.
It makes people want to go skinny dipping. Believe me, I know.
That's because you thought of it. It was on your brain one time.
I thought of it, and I did it. I know. That was the first time I got drunk.
Ellie says, yep, you hear that, C-Tactics? So Ellie thinks that I like Mercedes from Fire Emblem just because of her boobs. It's not true. I like her and her boobs.
Let's see. Fire Emblem.
It's a video game that... It's basically like a harem video game with like fighting mechanics, I think.
It's a tactical...
Like a nice girl.
Tactical RPG. Yeah, she's like a nun thing. It's really religious.
Nun thing.
Listen.
She's an object to you?
Moving on. Let's see here. Catching up with the chat. Light Roller says Satsuki's opinion on alcohol is non-valid since he's a drunk.
That's not true.
Whoa, Ellie! Ellie with some slander, some Ellie propaganda. I might have to make a slideshow for this. He said he talked about her boobs for a good minute.
I believe it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He does like to talk about things that make him long and hard. So I agree with you, Ellie.
Oh my god. That video was fake, EA. You doctored it. You edited it. That's not what
your word.
It's not what I said.
It's what you said.
No, anyone watching that video would go, yeah, no, this is fake. And I bet I haven't checked the comments, but I bet they're all like, how dare you do that to the C-Tactics? He's a beautiful man with a lot of talent, and he doesn't love Vladimir.
Hollow had the best comment where he said, "Not all heroes wear capes."
Oh my god. Well, it's Hollow. Hollow, he's just the simp.
He does like his anime girls.
I feel like you're defacing his character.
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen,
he's a nice guy.
Back to Spy Family. Decrepit Storm says next big defamation case, Sea versus Lightning. I agree. We should get that happening.
My money's on Lightning.
QRW6 says, would you all participate in a drinking party with Yor and Yuri?
Nope.
I don't think I would. No, that seems scary.
Nope, nope. Because I would end up dead. I'd say one word and Yuri would be like, what the fuck's that supposed to mean? And then Yor would be like, no, I don't want to kiss you, and then hit me somehow still. Yeah. Assuming that she want to kiss me. But it's just like, no matter what, I'm dead.
You see now she tossed a fork at her own brother? No thanks. No
cut his face.
If yours already a killer, I don't want that enhanced with alcohol, so
no,
thank you. And I already don't like Yuri sober, so
oh god. And imagine Yor hasn't even been in a relationship. She's gonna like attach to you quickly if you say anything nice about her. No, this is bad juju. This is bad
Yeah,
juju.
you just tell her, oh, those shoes look nice on you. I have found the one.
That's her.
I don't see how Yor has not been in a relationship. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either. To me, that's so unrealistic.
Yeah,
Like somebody would have, at some point. Like I understand she could be busy, murdering people.
Sure.
But I feel somebody would have walked up to Yor and tried to talk to her.
Also, as an assassin, they do those sorts of things where they try to get their victim into the bedroom and they do seductive things and then they'll murder them and stuff. It's like, I can't see how that never happened to her.
To be fair, I don't think Yor has to do any type of espionage. It's just straight brute force because she can get away with it. Like, nobody can really stop her, so she has no need to, like, butter up anybody. It's just full on go.
Yeah. She does like those butter knives.
The sharp ones.
Right, the dull ones don't do anything for her. The sharp ones, oh, that revs her engine.
Oh my god. Denotas Media says Anya, despite having the least amount of screen time, still manages to have the best wine. When Yor throw the Yuri into the wall and she wakes up saying it's the end of the world and goes back to sleep. Oh yeah, with her face, like one eye is like wide and the other. That was great.
That was. I mean, that's pretty much how anyone would react. It's like, well, it's the end of the world. Might as well go out sleeping.
I said it on Twitter. She has that Reiner in her.
Oh god.
Same situation. Rose in.
I'm tired.
Ellie says, I don't know, this is some pretty good juju. Nope. Bad juju. Albert says, getting drunk just shows one's true nature. As Bloberta Puppington once wisely said.
They call alcohol like a true serum.
Is she somehow related to Bob Loblaw?
Who?
Bob Loblaw.
Are you saying words?
Roberta Puffington?
Bob
You know where that's
Lob
from.
Law.
Nope.
No?
Not going to engage with you.
What?
Don't know what that means.
Is it? You guys never seen
Too long,
Arrested
didn't
Development?
read.
What?
Nope. No.
All right.
That's from Moral Oral, by the way.
Hood.
No one's ever seen Moral Oral.
Oh, it's
Not I.
way too long.
It's a great show. It's a show that ended way too soon. I love Moral Oral. It was on Adult Swim. It was stop motion. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Hood Magic says, I'd make her retire. We have a challenger. Light Ruler says, if someone has to step up and marry Yor, I guess I'll be the one that Yor steps on.
Boa?
Ellie says, no, she is too strong. She could punch your ribs into popcorn.
Why into popcorn?
I don't know.
That's a funny power. I want to take that idea.
Just punch your ribs in the popcorn and be like, oh, this is butter.
Yeah, it makes the whole like sound effect too. It'll be perfect.
It just starts popping in your chest and then you just explode and die. Ugh, that would be a horrible way to go.
Decrepit Storm says, the Wall Titans are marching through Marley, and then it cuts to Anya. Is this the end of the world? She just goes back to sleep.
I mean, what could you do at that point?
Nothing.
Denotas
Media. Honestly, that's the best thing you could do.
That's true. That's true. Just go back to bed. Denotas Media says, how do you think Yuri will react when he meets Anya?
He'd probably love her. Anya's a cutie pie.
I would just be like, you piece of shit.
How will Anya react?
You're taking up my time with Yor.
How would Anya react? She would say the same thing she's always been saying. Waka waka.
Secret police.
That's true. This episode, she was like all about chaos this episode.
She's the Joker.
I like the whole thing of she was so excited to meet Uncle Yuri. And she falls asleep, and then the next day, Yor talks to her about Yuri, like, oh, you missed your uncle, whatever. Too bad that you didn't get to meet him. And then Anya just goes, "Who's that?" Completely forgot.
She doesn't even care. But I mean, she was half asleep too, and to a little kid, they literally forget everything the next day. That's so realistic. They're just like, whatever. Who's that? I don't care. Give me breakfast.
Whole factory reset.
Yours breakfast.
Oh god.
Ellie says hashtag Team Yor.
That was a whole thing in the episode, like Yor's feeling of ineptitude as a wife. Not being able to cook, not feeling like she was too important, and she was trying to talk to her trashy co-workers on what she should do. I don't know why she keeps going to these guys to advice. They clearly don't like her. They said this stuff to her face. Do I got the screenshots of what they said? Yeah, here it is. She was talking about like her having problems with Twilight, and then they say it must be rough when your husband is clearly so much better than you. And then another one goes, why don't you two just call it quits?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to these? Why are you talking to these people?
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, the fact that she's still friends with them even after that one tried to spill hot boiling shrimp on her is like news to me.
Honestly, Yor seems... she's like fine. She's not bad.
Yeah, you know.
I can get why she would feel down, you know, in context, but like, you know, it's like my therapist says, you gotta like think about it logically. If she thought about it logically, maybe wouldn't have this problem. But either way, Twilight does bug her, so that does progress some of the plot a little bit with those two, where he just kind of figures out like Yuri and Yor, they're not in cahoots or anything like that. They even like put on those fake masks and go undercover as the people that the secret police, and they questioned her in an alley. She's like like the one guy goes to grab her, and she's like, I'm still a wife, please do not touch me.
He was gonna get his ass beat just for going with Twilight's plan. But to be fair, he was trying to play up being like this villain type of character, so I guess you reap what you sow.
Twilight still doesn't put two and two together that she's ungodly strong. Is like, come on now.
I guess he just attributes that to the family. Oh, those are the Briars.
Oh, the brothers are strong. You know, they could poke a hole in a cow, no problem.
Oh, that side was strong. But yeah, that also shows you Twilight's character being super skeptical, because as he said, he bugged Yor. He also checked for bugs after Yuri left, so he's always distrustful of people, even the people he calls family. But I do feel that he was super relieved that it didn't seem that she was in cahoots with her brother or anything of the sort, because you know that was the worry, to see if she's been playing up this entire relationship just to get close to him. You know, in this job that he does as a spy, you can never be too careful.
She even told him that she was glad that she married him.
Aww.
Which means they need to
Kiss.
Consummate.
nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, they need to consummate the marriage. They need to sleep in the same bed. They need to give Anya a brother or sister. They need to uh they just need to get going. They need to make the marriage look real. You know what I'm saying?
Guys are a bunch of simps.
Me?
It has nothing to do with the simp.
Yeah,
I was saying they both. I wasn't
I-
saying me.
I just want the marriage to look as realistic as possible.
Yeah, and I want that in 4K.
Mhm.
All right then.
All right.
Did you see the next episode is going to be the greatest episode of all time?
Is it now?
Because it has dodgeball.
It has dodgeball in it. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. Dodgeball in anime.
It is it's going to be a funny episode. It's one part in it that's just wild. But that's
I'm gonna break it down, and I'm gonna tell you if it's accurate and what moves they've been doing, and also what style of throws and balls and everything. Like, I'm gonna geek out on that episode. I know they're 5, but fuck them. They need to learn somehow.
So you're going to be breaking down the stats and the footage and everything.
Oh yes, absolutely. Because when I saw it where it said next mission dodgeball, I went, "This is." I'm gonna pass every episode after this. Like, even if the next one is Yuri filled and how he's thinking about his sister, I don't care. I'm passing it because of the dodgeball episode alone.
All right, we got a pre-pass.
Pass the rest of the season. Never ask me again.
One of the first ever of its kind. If you don't count X Arm.
Well, that was a soul for a pass. So
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna give this episode?
Nah, I gotta kill it.
All right.
No, I gotta pass it.
All right. Gotta kill.
No, I gotta kill it.
All right. All right. I give it a pass. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. But that's kind of we've come to the end of the podcast. I want to remind you all, though, before you go, that there is KOA's own channel. You know that? Did any of you guys know that?
I didn't. Tell us about it.
Well, basically, if you check the pinned comment in the chat, you can go over to the KOA's official channel, where at the end of the season, in the beginning of the next, this podcast will be exclusively only on that channel. Meaning, if you aren't subscribed there yet, you're gonna miss out. So what are you waiting for? Go.
All right.
Subscribe.
Oh,
now.
I'm going. Here I go.
There you go, EA. And I suggest you all in the chat go check it out. Subscribe. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Jesus Christ.
You're excused, my son.
EA, where can they find you?
Well, yeah, I was still in prison. I'm still burrowing a tunnel out to the human world. I will make it out. Maybe next week. Who knows? Let's see. But got nothing going on my channel, which is everything animated that you could see in the description. July 1st, though, Season 2 of Rent a Girlfriend podcast returns, where we will be talking the shit. And it will be good, wholesome fun. So if you're a fan of Rent a Girlfriend, probably don't watch, because you'll probably hate what we have to say.
Or watch. Fans of Rent a Girlfriend think
That's
it's pretty
true.
bad too. So
That's true.
Decrepit
Fan or
Storm.
not, come watch.
Yeah, it's fun either way. We don't care if you like it or hate it. Decrepit Storm has confirmed 100 subscribers on the King of Anime podcast channel.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
I want to thank the Academy for this 100 subs.
It only goes up from here.
That's right.
Now we want 10,000.
We're gonna have more shorts out this week on the channel as well. And that's another reason to subscribe, because what we're doing now is we're just making a lot of shorts from just moments from the podcast that I think are just really hilarious. So, something to consider subscribing for. Sassy, where can they find you?
You can find me on my main channel, Satsuki the Savage, as well as my reaction channel, Satsuki the Reactor, as well as my Twitch, Satsuki the Savage with a DA. I've been posting more on Twitch recently, yesterday. Live reacted to The Boys, which was a fun time. Probably the best stream I've done. And since we got Twitch affiliate today, I'll probably be more active on there when it comes down to live reactions and
Hell yeah.
Pokemon and and who knows, if things go good, I could do like suggestions or something like that, as long as the game is free.
Oh, you become a Genshin Impact streamer. Paulo and LE are gonna shout you out.
No,
all you're gonna do the whole stream is climb up a mountain as Lisa.
No. No.
Gonna be great.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Yelan, and you're just never gonna go outside again. Your wrist is gonna be sore forever.
That series has a lot of beautiful anime girlies. I will say that. Lisa's still my favorite. Lisa, Rosaria, Elaine, Yelan. What was the other one?
All the ones with the big butts and the big boobs.
Mona Lisa.
That's what? Mona? You mean Mona?
Yeah, there's a Mona and there's a Lisa, so Mona Lisa.
Kind of like how you have Sabalina.
There's somebody else I'm missing, but fuck them.
Right.
That's my Mount Rushmore.
Like 20 women.
Well, let's see. I also like Lisa. I don't like it when she climbs up a mountain. I usually swap out characters when that's happening because it's annoying. Yeah, and Yelan is great. You know, pretty much everything Satsuki likes, now that I think about it. Other than that, nothing going on this week. I am working on content again. Working on quite a bit, but I'm just gonna work on the content and it'll come out when it comes out, so I'll have a backlog. Maybe end of July when regular videos are gonna start returning to the channel. Got some stuff that's planned that I think you guys have been asking for a while as well, so it's not like it's, this break is going to waste. I'm actually doing shit, so it's gonna be pretty cool. And anytime this week though. Maybe in the next 3 or 4. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week on KOA. Subscribe to the KOA channel. Bye-bye.
Done.
Later.